Okay, greetings and salutations. This is part two. Saturday, we departed Plaza to go to the Salisbury Beach Carousel. I'm going to read what it says in my itinerary here. The Salisbury Beach Carousel, once in storage, made a triumphant return to operation in 2023. This marks a significant milestone in its colorful history, breathing new life into the classic American amusement ride. Built in 1909. I don't really feel like reading all this, so I'll just tell you about what it was like when I was there. A lot of the horses, their medallions were painted to look like oranges, which is appropriate because the last place it was before it came here was in Florida. But that carousel, it had weight limits. The jumping horses were 225. The standers were 275. If I'm over 275, I don't want to know. I rode the standards, and I had a great ride. I think I went on it at least 3 times, and I think I rode the chariot at least like once. I've ridden a few chariots, but I don't mind if it's my own choice, if it's not rather than my only option. That was a really nice carousel, and we had lunch across the street from there at the Blue Ocean Event Center. They had a nice nautical gift shop, but I've already bought enough nautical stuff at Myrtle Beach. There were a few boxes of mermaid dolls. I took pictures of those. Jeanette's got 3. I have 1 from our Myrtle Beach trip. And then we went to Canobie Lake. I haven't been to Canobie Lake since my second carousel convention back in 1992. They have done a wonderful job restoring that carousel. It doesn't look like the same carousel anymore. Can you believe it used to have a concrete floor? Concrete, I tell you what. Like, wouldn't that be awfully heavy? But they have a beautiful, nice, smooth wooden floor now. Thing that I like best about it is that it has 2 tiers. It makes it easy to get on and off your horse from the left side. Like, on the left side, you can actually put your foot on the floor from there, because it's about, I don't know, about 8 inches, like, however, whatever. But I think I rode mostly outside row standers on that one. My legs were getting tired, and I had a really, really nice time there. And that was the last carousel that we visited, like, on the official tour. I attended the post-convention tour on Sunday, and we went to Paragon Park. I'm glad we did. This is one of my favorites. It's very similar to the one at Canada's Wonderland. I had several rides on that. And did I buy anything at the gift shop? Yeah, I think I bought a t-shirt for me and my husband. And I'll get a better look at all my treasures when I get them home. I think I've actually managed to get everything to fit in my suitcase. I just hope it's not going to be too heavy. Anyway, I spent most of yesterday sleeping. My feet and legs were so sore, it was ridiculous. Oh, and I miss Dave and I miss Jeanette. I'll be so glad to get home to them. My husband and my best friend, and we'll have a good time when I tell them about this trip. And there were no DVDs on this trip. That's kind of sad, because I like to buy a DVD of the places I visit so we can all watch them together when I get home. And I miss my own bathtub. This one in the hotel gets so cold. It's very, very hard to get it as hot as I want to. Like, the surface of the tub is cold, and I try to heat it up with hot water, but I want my old tub back. I'll be glad when I get home and can have a soak in that. And I miss fiber cereal. There's no cereal in the breakfast buffet. I want my shredded wheat, and I want my bran. I want to be able to dump more regularly, if you know what I mean. And I miss my bananas. I think that's another thing why I haven't felt the greatest. I have my usual regular foods back. And the food was good, but a lot of things were too salty. It's no wonder my feet and my legs were aching and I did what I did last year, and my only shoes were the ones I wore, my black Velcro sandals. I wear them without socks, and I'm too cold. Wear them with socks, and they bunch up around my ankles. And I think I might want to start going back to physio when I get back. I probably won't go to the same gym that I went to before Dave and I moved to Beacon Arms, because when we were living at Elm Grove, the physio place was behind Oshawa Center, and it still is. It's a nice place. The people there are really nice, especially Bindu. I'll probably go to a physio place closer to home. I'm pretty sure there's one around the corner from Giant Tiger, just off of Taunton, where I hope I'm not getting a bit of a cold. Bear with me. I'm a bit cloggy. Anyway, what was I saying again? Yeah, I think there's a physio place in the same building where I go for my blood work. And I'm going to ask Dave if I can get a Cubie for Christmas. You know, if you've seen Cubies, they're like an exercise bike, but it's like a set of pedals you can put in front of any chair and exercise from there. When I go to physio, the last time we had these nice recumbent exercise bikes, so I can carry it on at home. I need to get more exercise. I really do. I finished the latest quilt square for Laura, and I was bored yesterday because I didn't bring anything else with me, because that one took so long that I figured I'd need a break after that anyway. But I'm raring to get back to work when I get home. I have 5 more squares and then her quilt is done. 10 more squares and then Roll's quilt is done. And Reno and Clay from the Carousel of Smiles want me to make a quilt featuring their horses. And Tracy and Kevin, they are thinking they would like me to make them another armored horse quilt. Those are always successful. And I just have such a backlog of ideas. I wish I didn't have to sleep when I got home. Just be stitching away 24/7. But I have a life. I have my friends at CMHA back home. I will miss my Carousel family, especially Tracy and Kevin. They've been so good to me. So good to finally meet in person. We did meet back in 2009 because she works at they're involved with the Percy Carousel, and I'd like to thank them for their goodies. Wait till Jeanette sees her ducky and stuff. Oh boy. Anyway, how long have I been yakking away for? 7 minutes and 57 seconds. Bye-bye. Be back soon.